Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Hello, and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Freema. So today, before I begin, I hope everybody had a great Sunday, is having a great Sunday, will continue to have a great Sunday, and I hope you guys are ready for the work week. Remember, be kind. It doesn't cost you a thing, and always try to find a positive out of any negative situation. It can be done. Anywho, we have on a returning guest, Michael Taylor. And Michael Taylor is a pro football player. He played for the Gators. He also has his YouTube channel, Michael TV. I think I said that right. If not, he'll correct me once he come on. But we want to just talk a little bit, catch up, talk about things that's going on in the world, you know. So without further ado, let's see what Michael Taylor is about.
Very serious question for you, Mike. A lot of your teammates have been saying they actually like the song Rocky Top, and they sing it during the games. Are you in that group as well?
Nope.
What are your thoughts on that?
I've never seen a Rocky Top Mountain, so I don't really sing it.
Okay.
I mean, we know the words because the song's kind of corny, but that's about it. Because every year is a new year. You know, you get different teams, different teammates. You know, people leave, people come, people go. So it's a different game than it was last year, or than it has been any other times that we beat them. It's a new team, new year. So yeah, it's still a big rivalry game for us. Start off the SEC, so you got to start off the right way. I mean, numbers are good, but the number that really matters is wins and losses. You know, we're not on the right side of that right now, as we are supposed to be 2-0. We're 1-1 right now, so that's the main stat that's they're concerning about. You know, it's not about how many tackles, you know, your linebackers have, how many picks your DBs have. The main thing is wins and losses. You know, and turnovers and us playing well leads to that, but the main thing is wins and losses, so I see where they're coming from with that. It'll be a good test. You know, it's another SEC line. You know, the SEC is supposed to have the best players in the country, and it's the same line that's been there for a while now. You know, they've got camaraderie. They've been playing together since they first got there, so it will be a good test for us. And they definitely gonna come out with a different edge because we're a rival. You know, they know us, we know them. They're not going halfway across the country to play us. They're coming right down the street, and they know what they're getting themselves into. So we bounce back. You know, the first couple of drives, they're getting movements, put some points on us. But, you know, we got to come out with that execution and that fire that we had the second quarter, and the first quarter too. You know, we can't start slow. We got to start fast and finish even faster. So that's what we took from that. They did have some good receivers last year, but, you know, they replaced them with new guys. You know, the experience isn't there, but I think they still have the talent there. So we'll have to see on Saturday. We haven't faced them ourselves, so we got some pretty good field positions ourselves.
Easily said he demands perfection out of the defense. What kind of standard is that you guys
That's what we all hold. That's what we all supposed to hold ourselves to. You know, like I said after the Miami game, if they don't score, they can't win. So, you know, if we don't allow them to get in the end zone, and we score ourselves, there's no way we lose the game. So,
Mike, were you committed to Tennessee at one point?
Yeah, but yeah, I was committed to Tennessee last year. I mean, a couple years ago.
And how come that didn't work out?
I found a better school. That's pretty much what happened. You know, Jalen's a smart football player. You know, he knows the defense very well, and I think he'll be able to execute very well for us back there and provide us with some big plays. You know, not saying that anybody else wasn't able to, but he'll provide us with some big plays that we will need as well.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, y'all caught me with the blonde high top, man. I ain't,
That's all I was like, God, he
I
look
was like,
different.
no, that is me.
So how you been?
Yeah.
How things been going so far?
I'm solid. I can't complain. We're in the new year. I'm back in America now, so I'm on the East Coast this time. We talking, so it's
Okay, so what
we in the
state are
same
you in?
time zone. I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, you're right in Atlanta. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, welcome back home. How long
Yeah.
you came back in the States? How long you been back?
I got back a couple days before Christmas. Walked in.
Oh, so not that long.
Nuh-uh. Walked in, surprised my
And
grandma.
for the ones that don't know, you were in Japan, right?
I was in Japan for 3 months. Yes.
Now
Yeah.
you're back. So
Yeah.
how does it feel to be back? You know, and how does it feel to be back with everything that has went on and hopefully, you know, with the capital and all that stuff? How does it feel to be back though home in the States?
It feels good. You know, I'm always on borrowed time when I'm here because, you know, I'm working out there for so long. So when I'm here,
Right.
you know, it's literally a marathon, you know, trying to tap in and see as many people as you can. And it's so hard with what's going on now, you
Right.
know, but it's just to the sense of like, if you're not sick, bro, like, all right, I can see you because when, you know, it's so scarce when I do get to see people here. So that's been good, you know, just getting to see people, getting to hang with my brother, getting quality time with my family. It's been
Right.
good. I actually stopped over in Hawaii on my way back, which was lovely.
Okay.
So it's been good. It's been good. Back to speaking English on the daily. So it's been dope. I've enjoyed it.
So are you back like indefinitely or you just here for a little while?
No, this is our off season. We're supposed to report back in March. So
Oh, okay. So you don't have too long.
nah. Mm-mm.
Oh wow! At least you're still going. At least you still got things going on for yourself. So kudos to you.
Yeah.
What is the Michael? Is it Mike TV or Michael TV on
Oh,
YouTube?
Mike TV.
Yeah, I don't know if we mentioned that the last time. What is that about?
Nah. Okay, so I had the content last time. People been telling me like, bro, you need a YouTube, you need to do this, you need to do that. So I was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna half step when I do it. So I finally got some stuff together, started cutting up some videos, getting that content together, and it's been coming out pretty well. I think it's
What
more,
type of content do you focus on? Like
so
what do you?
so basically nobody else is really, I mean, there's other people, but a lot of people aren't living the life I'm living, like where you're traveling back and forth, you're going to all these places, you're intermingling with all these cultures. So I got a video where I went to Hong Kong amongst people that's from Hong Kong. I got a video where I was in Bangkok, where I was in Bali. Like, so it's just experiences people don't really get to get.
Right.
And especially like we talked about last time, Black people here in America, like we got to get out. We got to go see more. We got to go see that we're loved everywhere. And
Everywhere.
I'm thinking that, you know, me showing that through my experiences, that more people will start venturing out because like it's truly, I will say the one thing I will say that was different when I first stepped out of America and from being here was I was treated like a human being out there rather than the color of my skin, what my occupation was. You know, here it's always a label, your credit score, all that stuff. So it's just a matter of who you are as a person when I stepped outside of America. So that was it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing your journey with us on YouTube. What is the YouTube channel? So for the ones that's watching who want to see the different worlds that's out, well, worlds, you know what I mean? The different areas that's out there, how do they locate? What's your YouTube channel?
So it's called Mike TV, Mike, and then just TV. It's me. So you'll find a picture of me. It's me and I guess it's the Candora from when I was in Dubai. Me and the Candora with the head wrap. If you find that, that's me. And you'll get some laughs. I'll say that the least. You'll get some laughs. You'll get some quotes. It's some good content. It's very entertaining. I got a video I just finished. It's actually Osaka Nights. So from our first year, all the videos cut up of our free time. So that one's definitely gonna be a good one that's coming out soon.
Oh Wow. Well, keep up the good work with that. I can see that going far because, like you said, just being on YouTube, looking up things, and because when I do travel, or was traveling due to this COVID,
For real.
that was my go-to place to actually see real people, giving experiences. So I know if that's something I would want to do. So keep that up. That's awesome. So, Michael, how did you feel? I know you see what went on at the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
With everything. So what are your thoughts on that? Because I do have a question on that. But what are your thoughts on what happened at the Capitol, if you don't mind speaking about it?
I don't. You just find out more. My grandparents sitting here and watch the news. I don't get it. I don't get at my energy, but they watch the news. And then they told me I can't go to Publix because Publix was behind funding it. So it's just like, it's so much stuff that when you dig into it, like it's a lot deeper than that. Like, so it's a lot of facts I don't know about it. I just know that if it was a group of people who looked anything else like what those group of people did, it wouldn't have went down the way it
wouldn't
did.
have went that way.
So
I often wonder when I seen it, when I was watching it, it was like, with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, we got a lot of pushback.
And it was peaceful.
And it was peaceful.
I was a part of a couple of the protests because my cousin was going. She's a female. If you a male cousin, you got a female cousin. She's going out there. You gotta go. I'm not gonna have my female cousin out there by herself. Like I witnessed somebody grandma ain't making home that day because of like it was crazy. Like this lady's walking across the street and the police shoot a rubber bullet. It gets stuck right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and this is 5 feet away from us. Like we just sitting there. This is peaceful. Like so it's. And then I can only imagine that nothing like that went down at the Capitol. And that was one instance. That was in San Diego. So I can imagine how it was the rest
around the world. Yeah.
So
I wonder for the ones that was so against it, the Black Lives Matter movement, blah, 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 just was so against it. I wonder how those same individuals feel about, I don't even know what they were called. The good boys or something. The good boy, I don't know. It was something along those lines, but how do they feel about that? They breaking in, climbing on walls and stuff like Spider-Man and stuff like. How do that make them feel seeing their people out there acting a fool? That's what I really want to know. I posted that on the page one day, but of course I didn't get any responses because I really want to know
because them folks don't follow you. Them folks don't follow you, so they ain't got no feedback.
Well, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Alan said one of the famous Mike quotes, "Eat your colors." What does that mean? What does that mean, Mike?
That's the cure to everything, man. Eat your colors, stay active, be healthy. Eat your colors. If you're eating every color of the rainbow every day, health issues gonna be limited. I'm talking about eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, eat every. So that's
literally eat your colors. Okay, I thought it was
colors.
Going somewhere else. Okay,
yeah.
Well that makes sense. I don't eat my colors. I'm not gonna lie. I need to start.
Yeah,
but I don't.
You have more energy. Like I don't need as much sleep anymore because like the stuff I'm putting in my body, it's not wearing me down. It's fuel. I've seen differences in my body, how my body works, like my energy levels, my whole like. Other performance levels that we're not gonna go into on here, but like,
all right, man, y'all hear that? Y'all better eat your colors.
I'm just gonna tell y'all, man, eat your colors. That's all I'm gonna say.
Eat the colors. You won't need Viagra. We're gonna take it there.
Or Cialis, none of that.
So what is your breakfast? Michael get up. What is he eating for breakfast? What is he eating for lunch? What is he eating for dinner? What you snack on to get this energy for the ones that need it?
It's so different, because you're in different regions, so it's different stores. So when I'm here, I'm cooking for my grandma, I'm cooking for my mom and my brother. So if it's here, it's usually if I have eggs or anything, I'm throwing some kind of bell pepper, some kind of spinach, mushrooms, carrot. I'm throwing something in there. And then I'm gonna have my potatoes, and I'm not just having white potatoes, so I'm having sweet potatoes too, yams. I'm putting all that together. All that's coming in with peppers, with spinach, with tomatoes. It's basically like you're trying to eat the rainbow.
Trying to eat the rainbow. So with my eggs, because I'll just do scrambled eggs. I don't do omelets, but maybe I need to start doing an omelet so I can add the spinach. Well, it don't necessarily have to be an omelet.
You can do a scramble. Just chop the spinach up, saute it for a little bit, put some garlic, put a tad bit of garlic in there, salt and pepper with the spinach. Let that sit in there, and then throw the eggs in. And then scramble it up. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. And I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna say, Michael, I did
I did some eggs.
You gotta
and
tag
spinach.
me. You gotta say eat your colors. That's all I need.
Eat your colors, okay.
That's all I
Hashtag eat
need.
your colors.
Yep.
I'm gonna try it because I
Yeah.
don't try a lot of new stuff, but I need to get hip to it and try this stuff out.
Yeah.
Hey Melvin, how you doing? Thank you. But yes, so Michael, how has it been with? So is it that you couldn't travel before? That's what made you stay in Japan a little longer, or your season just wasn't over? But how has COVID affected you in the States? How's it different from here and there?
So 2020, I was stuck in America
Okay.
because of the whole COVID everything. So I actually went to the airport, was trying to get on the plane. Japan Airlines was shut down. There was nobody to let me in, nobody checked me or nothing. So I'm just sitting there at the airport with my 3 bags, and I call my team. They're just like, go home, we'll get you over when we can. They couldn't get me over until August. This was in March.
Wow.
I didn't get over there till September. I didn't get over there till September. So you gotta think that whole quarantine, I was just at home. So we did a lot of home improvement stuff. I came out with I don't know if we can cuss, but it was called man shit. So every day we was doing something like betterment as like, because women talk, y'all have these conversations. We got to learn how to do stuff. We got to know how to do stuff around the house and stuff. So I had man shit. I had eat your colors. It was a lot of stuff. And it was a lot of content I was getting into. And that's kind of how Mike TV had came about too. But yeah, I got stuck in Cali. I was there all year. When it came around, they got like an opening. I was able to get to Japan when things got better. We had a 3-game season, ended in December, and then that's when I went to Hawaii and then came back here. And now I'm in.
So Hawaii didn't have a problem, allowing y'all to come in?
Hawaii got it the best. You gotta think they're islands, so they can control who comes in and comes out. That's true. If you don't have a negative COVID test, you can't get to Hawaii. So therefore, nobody there is really. Ain't no issues there. Ain't nobody sick unless they was there for a long time. But it was probably one of the more safest places to be is an island because you can control who's coming in, who's coming out. You can regulate stuff like that. So I had to get tested. I had to check in, and then they gave you a QR code. So that QR code lets you in the hotels, it lets you into everything, and that was just
showing that you're clear, basically.
You're clear. You're negative. You got a negative test. You're solid. So I could do any and everything I wanted to with that QR code.
Oh wow! Oh, that's cool. What a way to. Melvin said, "I'm coming in late. What's the discussion about today?" Melvin, he's a returning guest, and we were kind of just catching up, seeing what was going on. I asked him about the what happened at the Capitol, how he felt about that, and all that good stuff. So we're just kind of. Having an open conversation, catching up with each other, talking about his Mike TV on YouTube that he has, where he shows when he travel and all that good stuff. So we basically just kept catching up, just having a light discussion. If y'all have any questions, make sure you guys ask if you wanted to get it from different perspectives, because it seems like Michael is a good debater. I love talking and debating.
Definitely chime in.
But yeah, if y'all have any questions, something y'all want to put out there, something y'all want to discuss, just go ahead and put it out there and we could definitely do that. But what have you noticed different in Atlanta from in California as far as with this COVID stuff going on? You think they got a hold on it up there? Everything's open there though.
Everything, man, this shit wide open. Let me tell you
everything's
what,
open.
Like it ain't like it's like Japan, kind of like Japan was open and it was affluent. They was moving around and everything. Cali's closed. Cali's locked down, but Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Cali's so wait a minute. I didn't mean to cut you off. My friend wanted to come to Los Angeles in March. She does, she has a boutique, so she want to do some shopping and stuff for her boutique. So is it shut down? We can't go?
I think they just reopened back up. So they just like outside dining and stuff. You can go.
But still, we can go there and go to the shops and stuff that we do. Yeah. Okay.
You gotta wear a mask, all that good stuff. But they just opened back up. Everything was shut down not too long ago.
Wow. Man. He said, "What's up, big bro? How are you?"
I'm good, my man. How you doing? Hope you're doing solid today. Have a good Sunday.
Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday.
Hope you went to church and praise the Lord today.
Yeah, if you didn't go to church, at least you praise him where you are,
Bingo. Hey, my grandma got me right. She got the word for me this morning. So
see?
Yep.
That's right. A lot of people, a friend and I was talking about, since we brought up church, a friend and I was talking about church. Do you feel like I'm not going to say necessary. Maybe I am going to say necessary. Do you have to be in the house of the Lord? Do you have to go to the actual building? Can you worship and serve at home? You know, like, can you do it?
Yeah. Everybody has different views. Everybody look at it different. It's been a while since I've been in church, because you got to think I'm in so many different places. I can't just walk up in somebody's church. I don't know what kind of religion it is. So,
right.
I make sure I talk to the man above every day. I say my good night prayers. I pray over my food.
Absolutely.
And both my grandmas always told me, if there's anything, you look to the man above, you talk to him about it. So that's one thing I will say. It's on you. As long as you have open communication with them, I feel, you know what you need best for your life. Can't nobody tell you what you need.
Absolutely. Melvin said, I pray all day, every day, wherever I'm at, bro.
Good.
Absolutely.
I mean, he watching over you.
Should. As you should. I do have a question. It's kind of off topic, not really. How do you feel about generational curses? Do you feel that's something that's actually real, or do you feel that's something that, of course, we control it? You get what I'm saying? Like, we control how our kids, are coming up, their mannerism, behavior, all this stuff like that. So do you actually feel there are generational curses, or is just the way that we actually raising our children, or is that the same in one?
Oof, that's a good one. I ain't got no kids to raise. I just know that's a good one. I feel
I wanted to know that. I said, I'm gonna ask Michael this.
I know, and I feel like as we get older, and as we have this, we're in the age of information and technology, like, seek out that research. Like, a lot of there's information out here. If there's something you're not educated on, it's because you don't want to be. You're not making the effort to be. You can find out about so many things. You got to think what we have in our hands every day. We on something where we can contact somebody anywhere in the world.
Yes.
So you got to think about all the information that you have access to right there. So I just think, as we move forward, just keep educating ourselves. We can always learn to do. Hey, what's up? We can always learn to do better. We can always grow. We can always get better. So
that's why I don't know if I believe in it.
Yeah, because I feel you got control. You have control over. Nobody has control over your life like you do.
Yeah, like, that's how I feel. So it kind of bothers me when I hear that.
Yeah, I understand. Your dad might not have been there, or you got like uncles that was shiesty and stuff, but that don't control you. Like, you control what you do. You control your input. You control your output. You control your energy, and you control the energy you allow in your life too. So,
absolutely.
And it's the people that you have around you too. If you don't got positive influences, you ain't gonna be too much positive of a person. So
absolutely. And see, that's how I feel. I agree with you 100%. Like, we got to stop using this past stuff, the stuff that happened to our people, as crutches. Like, it's time.
We make too many excuses.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't keep doing that. That's not cool.
Now, one thing we ain't gonna forget, because as I've been learning and stuff, we can say we've been dealt the short end of the stick because of all this, everything that's matriculated on down through generations. But that was in the past, and I'm not saying we just forget about it, but we use that as fuel to move forward. We know we gotta be, and that shows you how much better we got to be than other people. You got to think about how many things people that look like me and you have created, have came up with, have invented, but we never found out about it until somebody actually said something. Somebody else had claimed it. Another culture had claimed it. So it's stuff like that. Like, we've been in this world. We've been doing stuff monumentally, but we just got to keep going. I think that's it. Absolutely. And people really realize, and the power of the black dollar is for real too. It is really real. The power of the black dollar is real.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Melvin said, destiny is controlled and uncontrolled. Our life is written on one hand, and on the other hand, we make choices that can depend on our future. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
because
what you can't control, is what you're born into. That's things you can't control. But what you can control is how you gonna go about it, how you gonna carry yourself, what relationships you gonna build, who you gonna do wrong,
how you gonna learn from it,
how you gonna learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So
that's what I say. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. That's something I always wanted to touch on, with someone, just to see their thoughts on the generational curses, because I'm so sick of hearing it. I just don't believe. That's just something I don't know. I'm just different. A lot of people sound weird, but it's just something I don't.
Bingo. No. You in control of you. Now, it's
you're in control of you.
It's some unfortunate situations, but again, it's a matter of how you're going to react to it.
Absolutely, 100%. You know, something else that kind of gets to me a little bit. Okay, so let's say something keep happening. Well, I'm not gonna say something. You know, something not so good happened. You get what I'm saying? And then
I've been there before.
maybe the next day something else happened. It may be major, may not be major. But then
I've been there
somebody's
before.
saying, yeah, somebody's saying, oh, you need to start praying. You need to start praying. But like Melvin said, he prays every day. I pray every day. So you're telling me that's why I made a post.
Control.
Thank you. That's why I made a post one day. I said things happen. It doesn't necessarily mean you're living wrong. You know, or you're doing something wrong. You just need to learn from it or take it as a lesson learned or, you know, you get what I'm saying? So it kind of bothers me when people are like, oh, you better start praying and this and that. I've been praying. I pray every day, all day.
That's life, and everything always gonna go. Everything in life ain't always gonna be sweet. It's a part of the journey.
It's a part of the journey.
That's the most beautiful part about it is the journey brings you to where you are now. So
absolutely. Melvin said can't control a plane crash, can control whether you rob a bank and get shot and killed. Both are destiny. Hey, and I guess that goes to what I always say: everything happens for a reason.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
Like, yeah, 100%. And you know, if anybody who's actually logically thinking and real with themselves can sit down and think like everything that's happened in their life has happened for a reason. I know with me, everything that's happened in my life has happened for a reason.
I believe
it's brought me where I am right here, right now.
Yep.
And it's why I have the people in my life I have in my life right now. It's because of what has happened to me in my life. So,
I believe that. Even if you don't know like right now or tomorrow, maybe next week you're gonna be like, that's why this happened. It was meant to happen.
Bingo.
I believe that. I tell my friends that 24/7, everything happens for a reason. I don't care if you think it's not or what's the reason behind this, you'll figure that out, but trust the process.
It's the truth. Hey, trust the process. Trust the process.
Trust the process. Yep. Seriously. And we got to stop questioning every single thing. You know, like you drive yourself crazy with that.
Yeah, because like you got and then you know, you question everything and then you start questioning why people's in your life. It's just like people in your life for a reason. You ran into them for a reason. Whatever you believe in, or whoever you believe in, God, the universe, they ain't bring that to you for no reason.
Right.
You either gonna grow from it, learn from it. You know, it's there.
That's for a reason. But it's a reason. Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, you learning something from that situation. You get what I'm saying? And if it's a bad situation, you learn to look at those red flags and not be in that situation again. So that's what I say when I say take a positive out of every negative situation. Yeah. Because you learning from that bad situation. You learning something from it.
That's how you protect your inner peace moving forward.
Yep. I'm telling you. And when I say it took me, I'm 38, by the way. So it took me
28.
Well in my 30s. Yes.
28.
It took me. Are you 28?
You 28.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm 28.
There you go.
But it took me years, decades to actually find my inner peace. Yeah. And I'd be darned if I allow somebody to take that from me. So I may be a little, whatever people want to say. A lot of people say I'm nonchalant, and I'm not nonchalant. I just don't let a lot of stuff bother me.
Bingo.
You know, if I can't control it.
Why I'm gonna let something bother me if I can't control it? If I can't control how you gonna act, how you gonna treat me, how you gonna be towards me, I can control how I'm gonna be, because I can control if I'm gonna be around your ass or not. Exactly. That's what I can't control. So,
exactly. Absolutely. And then, you know, even with relationships, friendships, marriages, whatever, I still need, it has to be beneficial. A lot of people say, oh, you're always wanting something out of something. No, I want knowledge from you. I want to be able to have, intelligent conversation with you. This has to be beneficial both ways. If neither one of us are bringing anything to the table, or not growing wise together, then what's the purpose?
It's got to be reciprocal.
Gotta be.
It's got to be, or it's not going. It's going to fail.
It's going to fail. It's a pointless relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my circle of friends has to, they gotta want something in their life. They gotta, they gotta want to grow. They gotta have a vision. So. You gotta surround yourself by positive people.
Bingo. Like my other friend, we go all the way back to high school. We got recruited together and everything. He's in the same lifestyle I am, living abroad, playing ball as well. And he was just like, yeah, bro, some people we can talk to every day. And then there's some people we can not see for years or months and come back and tap in with them. And it's just like, we ain't
like it
skipping
never
beat
stopped.
because they constantly growing just like we constantly growing. And
Yeah.
then folks that's still in that same space, like they not going to be able to connect and relate. And it's not like we don't kick it with you. We don't like you no more. It's just, you ain't on the same level we are.
Right.
So we can't even talk the same. We can't even have them same conversations.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
When you growing, because then now I haven't seen you, I ain't talked to you in probably a year or two. Guess what? We can catch up on so much stuff, learn from each other, and no one to feel like no one's gloating or bragging because we're growing. You know, we grew together.
We
so
done had experiences apart, and now we bring them together, and then we talking about our experiences. Like that same person, he was like, bro, we probably meet 1,000 to 1,500 people a year.
That's a lot.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, out of these 1,000 people, you think I'm supposed to be harping on you? Like, how I'm gonna do that? It's gonna limit my growth as a person, my interactions, because I'm harping on one individual. So I'm taking one individual and replacing that for 1,000, 1,500.
No, I'm not doing it.
Trade at all.
Not doing it. LaRon said, how do you deal with the everyday pressure and not crack or have slight bursts of outrage?
People, I would just, that's my rally. I would just say, keeping good people around you, bro, and keeping people around you that's gonna be level-headed, because it's been times, and it's especially recently with how the people talk in Atlanta. Oh my goodness, I have to breathe. I have to breathe myself through situations, and I'll be with my brothers, and they'll be just like, "Hey, bro, it's cool. We understand this ain't what you used to. I know they're not all respectful and everything, but it is different out here." So having good people around you that's gonna honestly want the best for you. Those help. And then self-love, I say too. If you don't love yourself, then other people can't love you. So we only you know the best what you got to work on. So you working on that with yourself, but you got other people that's around you that only want the best for you, that's trying to move you forward, that want to promote you. It's got to be, it's to the sense of it's never hate when it's all love. When somebody is successful, when somebody in my circle is successful, it's never, damn, why is that not me? It's always, that's what's up. It's always love. I'm happy. I'm congratulating, because I know that's just going to step up my inner circle. And I know when it's my time and my time comes, it's going to be reciprocal. They're going to show me that same love. So it's about your influences, I say, really.
Absolutely. So that was a good response. Definitely your influences and who you have around you, because that energy, you're feeding that energy.
Yeah.
When y'all together, when you talk on the phone, I can't constantly talk to someone that's negative all the time. It drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I just can't do it. I don't want to hear that.
No, because it's so many good things that we can harp on in this world.
Yeah.
It's more good than bad, regardless of what's projected and what's presented to us. Is always more good than bad. Love always outweighs hate. Good always outweighs evil. But we get so caught up into the armed robberies, the kick down, the doors that's getting kicked down. We don't get the stuff that's highlighted. Like, oh, okay, like me and my boys here, we got a foundation. It's called Jumbo Foundation. We go out every Monday. We usually get the pizzas. We'll get about 30 to 60 pieces. We go down Salvation Army and we feed the homeless. And then we've been doing this. Nice. We've been doing that since we've been here. But that's the type of things, like we don't do it for no clout. We don't do it for none of that. It ain't gonna go on social media. We do that because I do it because I know how the city of Atlanta embraced me when I moved here. They was born and raised in Atlanta. So this is their home, this their staple. So if we can't get back to the streets, to what really out here, like these is families that's needing it. So they ain't gonna show that on the news. They ain't gonna have that broadcasted, but they will have armed robberies. They will have, all that stuff. So it's a matter of, what you allow into and what you said with the energies too.
Yeah, that's the truth. We got to be more mindful. Like you said, that self-love will help you determine, okay, I'm not going to allow this negative energy around me anymore. I don't care if y'all been friends for 2 years and you see that thing not prospering, it's time to let it go, because you're more important at the end of the day. And it's okay. I tell people all the time, it's okay to feel like you're being selfish. You have to be a little bit selfish. It's you.
It's about you.
Yeah.
If you ain't good with you, then who going to be good with you?
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta be selfish about certain. It's things you do gotta be selfish about, But,
Absolutely.
and it's things, if you're dealing with people in your life, and you want them around, you always, when you're dealing with them like that, like say you got a person you want to be with, or say you got family, you got a brother or something like that. You think you're going to be selfish, but you're going to think about how it's going to affect them. So you're going to think about,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? If you really care about that person, you're going to think about them as well when you're thinking about that, when you make a decision. If you really care about them. Now, if they just, they in your life for a season, not a reason, then, be selfish about it. But, if they in there for the long haul,
you definitely got to care about how it's going to affect the people around you, especially if it's your true loved ones, like you said, your true circle. You have to. And then if you don't, then it's kind of like now they're probably going to be looking at you sideways and determining like, I don't know if this person really need to be in my life because
now you showing flaws. Now you showing flaws. Bingo.
Yep. Absolutely. I enjoyed this conversation, Michael. Again, it wasn't like an interview. I just wanted to like catch up with you, talk.
We didn't have a rubric.
No, I just wanted to catch up, talk, because I know you have some good feedback on things. You think differently. So I wanted to pick your brain on those little topics that I brought up. So thanks for sharing, how you feel about those topics with me, like the generational curses and all that good stuff. Because that's something I wanted to ask someone. I just never knew who I could ask as far as the feedback. So I appreciate that. Any questions for me or anything? Because, I don't want to keep you too long on this Sunday.
No, I just wanted to say, that like we was talking before, like Colin Kaepernick was telling the world about this for a while ago, and he never received an apology, none of that stuff. Like he was speaking about real life issues that, didn't exactly affect him. Like he was an NFL quarterback. I'm pretty sure if any police officer ever bothered him, he got a card. You know what I'm saying? He got a card that'll get him out of anything. He got his face card. But he was speaking up for the people. And people like that should really be praised and held high, because you got to think he was in Super Bowls. He was going up for MVPs, and they took all that away from him because he wanted equal rights for every person that's out here on this world. So if you think about that, you think about how like really messed up that is. Somebody who had it all and like was just fighting for people who don't even have a voice. So it's people like that I really love and respect and got nothing but respect for. And that's just all I wanted to say about those previous matters, especially with the Capitol and stuff. Because, those people that found, there'll be people that found no problem with that, but will find a problem with what he did with the with kneeling and everything. And that's just a sense of, it's a matter of how you're thinking, like you seeing somebody for what they are, not who they are. You seeing somebody as an African-American, not a human being. And a lot of these issues is anybody who saw these issues and see that, an officer can take a 9-year-old black girl and pepper spray or taser or anything like that. Like that's an attack on humanity. That's not an attack on the people. That's human rights there. Like that's humanity.
Wow.
That's foul. That's wrong. White, black, or Mexican. Like I'll stand up for any of that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been saying that for a while. The way Muslims were done after 9/11 was wrong. The way those kids are done at the border in Mexico is wrong. Like, so if you just see injustice, like it's an injustice somewhere, is an injustice everywhere. So so that's what I do want to speak out on that, because, but like I said, it's a lot more good than it is bad. But the bad is just overshadowing because the bad is really fucking evil now.
It is. And it keeps us down. It keeps us low. It keeps us, just not happy, because now you seeing all the bad stuff and you thinking like, shoot, ain't no hope for me. For the ones that feel there's no hope, it's going to always keep you feeling that way.
It takes a drain on your mental. And then you go into a place where you either came out of and you don't want to go again, or it's always been there and it just comes out, because like, you that's not you. It gets to the point like when I was at the crib, I was like, this ain't finna happen to me. I'm not asking questions on the offensive first, because you can't be defensive. You defensive, that's your life. These folks was pleading for their life, asking for their moms, and they got killed. So it's to the point, and I'm not even that type of person. I'm peace, love, blessings, but like, I always say preserving life too. You get one life.
You get one life.
We don't know what happens after we pass away. You get one life. So I always say preserve life. Do what you got to do to preserve life.
Do what you got to do to preserve it. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Like, some parents will tell their children, F the cops, or, God, like, don't listen. And then some parents feel like, okay, now I have to tell my kid he got to obey. If he get pulled over, he has to, like, just make sure you don't reach for anything. Don't reach for your wallet.
And
They feel
it
like
shouldn't be.
it shouldn't be that way. It's like you're taking their, something away from them. But then, like you say, you want to make sure they preserve their life and not just.
Yeah, because you got to think. You got to think how many parents got to just tell their children, like, do what they say,
Do what they say,
so that you can make it home. Like, just so you can make it home. So and that's a journey that people shouldn't have to actually deal with. Like, just do what you got to do just so you can make it home.
Right.
Like,
That's sad.
I don't hear it. And it's so crazy when I come back and I hear these conversations, especially about Atlanta, about how you got to travel with a gun. You got to be strapped everywhere you go. It's just like, bruh, I don't never experience that when I'm gone. Like, when I'm in Japan, when I was in Europe, I did not experience that. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So it's just, this is where I'm from, though. I embrace that shit. This is where I'm from. This is what made me. I wouldn't be from nowhere else. It's just, the things.
It makes you wonder, even in a corporation, how they say if let's say the agents are corrupted, they're just not doing right. They always say it starts from the head. You see what I'm saying? So if over there in Japan and, overseas and stuff is so structured and you don't have to worry about those things, then it got to be starting from the head. Like this structure and stuff has to be starting up here. So
yeah.
It's hard to make a difference when the head is screwed
up.
Yeah,
and we could go on and on, but you got to even think about, like, it does start with the head and the structure. You got to think these people we've been locked down for how long? We got one bill passed for $1,200. We got one bill passed for $600. So you're supposed to survive what has it been 12, 10, 11 months?
It's been a long time. March would be a year, right?
Off $1,800. Can't nobody work. You can't go outside. What you supposed to do? What you think gonna happen?
Mentally drained.
What you
be
think
thinking some foolishness?
You think people ain't gonna start taking from the people who don't got? Ain't gonna start taking from people who do have? Like, come on. It's survival.
Yep, that's the truth. That's the truth. I don't know. It's sad, but like you said, we can go on forever. I love these type conversations, Michael. I really do. So if there's any time you want to just discuss, have an open discussion like today, let's do it. I'm all about it. I appreciate you coming on, sharing your thoughts with us and everything. I hope you have a great day. Monday, make sure you feed them pizza. Some good pizza. Get them some three meats or something.
Hey, we be hooking them up. Them
we be hooking them up. That's good. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. We will be blessed for that. Make sure you continue to share your YouTube, so we can travel with you. Because, Mike TV. A lot of people don't get out their little hometown, so it feels good to actually see somebody doing it, so kudos to you. Keep up the great work, Michael. And as we always say on Let's Sip and Talk with Freema, peace and love.
Peace and love.